Alright folks, we are back playing Criminal Case Save the World. We're going to be going on to Russia. We're going on to case 13, the first case of Russia. Let's do this. Moscow Mole. This is going to be interesting. Jacob, Chief Ripley and I will have a quick word with you. I know there are some hard feelings about what happened in Europe, Jacob. This leading you was a difficult but necessary decision. But it worked out expectedly as I hoped. But here's no longer close to the threat as we make progress in learning about Sombra. However, if we're going to take down an international terrorist organization, it's essential that you learn to trust me again. There's no time for group hugs. We're here in Russia to assist Natasha Romanova, the head of the country's space agency, and incidentally Marina's mother. I'll let her brief you on the station. But I will say this, there could be more disastrous consequences for my conscious suspicion. Pleased to meet you, Corporal Jacob. I appreciate you're very busy at the Bureau, but Cosmos' new project is near completion from all of it in the organization. We can't afford any leaks, so I naturally wanted the best of the best on the case. And Russian intelligence wasn't good enough for you, Mother. I still can't believe we come all the way to Russia just for this. When we're supposed to be hunting down Sombra? Don't be so hellish, darling. Aren't you happy to see your mother? Anyway, I was thinking that Corporal Jacob should get a feel for Moscow. Find their feet a little. And where the better to begin than the Red Square? I'll meet you there, Corporal Jacob. Jacob, you need to keep your wits about you. That woman cannot be trusted. Marina, you shouldn't talk about Ripley like that. I know we're all feeling betrayed right now, but I have to remember that the chief had our best interests at heart. Okay, so if you're actually wondering why Jack Archer is wearing a winter outfit, is because of how cold Russia is. So yeah, it is very cold out there. I've never been there, but I know it's going to be very cold. Oh, you were discussing your mother? Don't mind me then. And we're heading to the Red Square, Jacob. Well, you better warm up. Wrap up warm. It's chilly out there. The Red Square. Let's go. Red Square. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. Gold bracelet. Torn paper. Bear. Rain boot. Oh my God. I'm not sure if I'm really good with the Russian names and American. You gotta be kidding me. Another country, another dead body? We have the worst luck, Jacob. Corporal Jacob, you already... Oh my, I know this woman, Corporal Jacob. Her name is Daria Churanova. I almost didn't recognize her with her glasses missing. They have a unique torso shell design. Must be around here somewhere. No matter where they are, Corporal Jacob will find them. We're going to have to ask you to stand aside, Miss Romanova. Corporal Jacob will need to talk to you about the murder in a moment. Have you grabbed any clues, Jacob? Some torn pieces? You're right. They were just next to the victim's hand. She must have dropped them. And a gold bracelet? I can't read the description though. Do you think you can make it out the letter? Of course I can. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some stars. This is Galaxy Now 2026. Over and out. Grab some stars. This is Galaxy Now. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go. Get the torn paper. Check out the subway ticket. It's just like the ones we used to get to the Red Square. It's all in Russian, but I definitely seen these station names before. It looks like the victim traveled to our crime scene from Komsomolskaya station. Good thinking, Jacobs. Let's retrace Daria's steps by heading to Kamala's gas station. If we're lucky, we might find some clues about her killer. I am definitely horrible at saying that subway station. I'm not good at Russian. I never tried Russian. Probably never will. What does his nameplate on the gold bracelet say? Daria Oleg, so the bracelet belonged to her victim. I bet my bottom dollar that this Oleg was her husband. We better inform him about his wife's death, Jacob. Interest. What's up, Natasha? Miss Romanova, can you tell us about the victim? Daria was one of my most trusted employees. She worked for me at Cosmos for years. Daria was head of the project management. She was my right-hand woman in charge of funding and implementing new projects. She might have had a high-flying job, but she wouldn't have hurt a fly. I simply can't imagine why anyone would do something like this to someone as harmless as Daria. Unless she uncovered something about the mole as Cosmos. Yes, that must be it. She must have identified the mole and they killed her to avoid being unmasked. Oh, this is my fault. Only if I called you sooner, probably. Maybe Daria will still be alive. Let's not jump into conclusions yet, Miss Romanova. Corporal Jacob will examine the evidence to get to the bottom of this murder. So Marina's mom is actually doing a really good job. Miss Sharonov, I'm afraid Corporal Jacob is here to inform me that your wife has been murdered. You think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt her? What the hell could I have known? I hardly ever saw the woman. She's always working. All Daria cared about was her job. It's always job first, Oleg second. You don't seem very upset about her murder. How much have you drank? Ass? That's not the hurry. She's always say Oleg drink too much, but not true, right? Oleg not drink too much. Daria not drink enough. Jacob, I don't think we're gonna get anything to use out of this guy. Stick around, Miss Charno. We'll stick to it again when you're sober. Yeah, this guy seems to be drunk. Into the subway station we go. That's what I'm gonna say because of got him. Well, once I get used to I did some of the easier ones to translate Russian are really good. Surveillance camera, that's obviously gonna be a clue. Rocket poster. Stop sign, stop sign. Stop sign, where's stop sign? Oh, there it is. Magnet. There's the glasses. You picked up the surveillance camera, Jacob. Great idea. If the victim came here, chances are that the camera caught her on video. You also grabbed some glasses. You're right, there must be the victim's glasses and that Tasha told us about. It did say she had a tortoise seashell design. Anyway, there's brown substance on it. Let's go easy. Alright, let's go. Great job, Jacob. You unlocked that surveillance camera in the file. No doubt our resident goth geek will be able to depressure all those files on it. Let's send the surveillance camera to Elliot. Resident goth geek means Elliot. Okay. 9 hours. Okay. That was fun. People like to sample that gross brown substance from the victim's glasses. Well, rather than you than me, let's get it to the Lars. Hey, we leveled up. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 9 hours or 10 hours. This is Galaxy Mail 2026. Over and out. Alright folks, we are back. I know it kind of took a while. I was busy with stuff, but I did manage to actually get 20 stars so I can actually have enough to actually get through all the cases. So, let's go ahead and go do this. Jacob, you're just in time. I got a joke for you. Knock knock. Who's there? Termite. Termite who? There might be something wrong with your glasses. It's me, Lars. Get it? Termite? Thermite? You lost me there, dude. Admittedly, it's funnier than an Irish accent. But Angela has forbidden me from ever doing my Irish impression again. Moving on, can you tell us anything about the brown substance on the victim's glasses, bro? The substance was beef scaragot, a delicious Russian dish containing beef and sour cream. As the victim's glasses obviously didn't end up on the subway themselves, that means the killer must have touched them. So we're looking for a killer who eats beef Stangrove. Well, they're definitely got a beef with you, Jacob. Absolutely. Now the surveillance camera. Jacob, I'm not sure you know what you're getting yourself into here. The surveillance camera you picked up in the subway station shows your victim being followed by another woman. Thing is, I scanned the woman's face into the database, and this so-called Anya Ivanova is like a ghost. I looked up her records, and they're almost empty. It just says she held as an unspecified job within the government for several years. What's suspicious about that? Come on, Archer, a government employee ghost in Russia? Haven't you ever heard of the MGB? It's only one of those most infamous organizations in the world. The MGB is in charge of both Russia's domestic security and foreign intelligence. So our victim was being followed by an MGB agent? I agree, we need to talk to this on you, Jacob. I think she's probably a reference to a character that I've probably never seen a movie from. I'm not sure. If you do know what it is, please let me know in the comments. Probably yeah, Jacob. I got pretty bored of waiting for you to send me a new body, so I taken up a new hobby. I started painting Matryoshka dolls. They're traditional Russian dolls made from wood, and each one contains a smaller doll. But best of all, I decided to paint each team member's face on a different doll. This one is DuPont. See? That's disturbing. Can we get back to our dead body, Angela? Well, you have a very Russian murder on your hands. I have to say, your victim clearly suffered a wound to her neck, which served one of 2 cardinal arteries. And here's a fun fact for you. In the right conditions, blood can spurt up to 30 feet flowing such an injury. Right. But why is this murder specifically Russian? Well, I examined the width of the wound and jag pattern, and the skin was profanated, and determined that it was caused by broken glass. And combined with the fact traces of Buddha in the wound, I can tell your victim was stabbed in the neck with a broken vodka bottle. So we're looking for a vodka drinking killer. Well, it is soon last orders with you on their trail, Jacob. Pretty sure one of our suspects actually drinks one when we actually talk to them. I think it's the husband. I think it could be him. Let's go ahead and talk to this Anya Ivanova. Care to explain this footage of you fallen woman we have later found murdered, Miss Ivanova? I don't have to examine myself to you. This is a matter of national security, and we don't need the Bureau involved. I beg to differ, considering the head of Cosmorus invited us here herself. She clearly thinks you need the Bureau's help. And besides, need I remind you that the Bureau has treaties with countries all over the world, including Russia? We're here with the support of your government, not to work against you. The MGB has a handle on the matter. Oh, really? And how exactly does the MGB have a handle on things? If you must know, the organization has been carrying out surveillance of all Cosmorus' employees since we heard about the possible mole. But, well, to be honest, we have yet to find out who it is. Well, don't go far, Anya. Corporal Jacob is the one keeping tabs now. I think it's time for a recap, Jacob. Natasha Romanova called us here to investigate a security breach in the Russian space program. But instead we found one of Cosmorus' employees murdered, and we have no idea who's behind it. Natasha believes that the victim uncovered something about the supposed mole within Cosmorus, and that's what got her killed. And then there's Anya, an MGB spy who's monitoring her victim's movement, but claims it was just routine surveillance. And this all just seems like one big distraction from Sombra. We still have no idea what they're up to. Hey guys, you'll never guess what I managed to do. I hacked into the MGB servers. What? Interesting. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 2. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. Over and out.